My name is Anna Nguyen and I'm the Artistic Director of Trikhon Theatre, and the show that we are presenting in ArtsFest this year is A Dream from a Bombshell. So A Dream from a Bombshell is an immersive piece. The reason why it's immersive is because we wanted to get the audience as close as possible to the Vietnamese experience. So it's very visceral, there are smells, there's textures, there's different languages as well. So basically what we do is we take over the Deptford Lounge, and audience members will be hurtled into bomb shelters, watching scenes through slits in the shelters. They'll be put into refugee camps and given rice, food that they would have eaten. There'll be scenes that happen all the way throughout the show. They'll also attend a graduation as well with the Vietnamese family and have their photo taken. So it's very interactive as well, and it's very fun. But also there's a real strong storyline that runs through it about the generational gap between the first and the second, and what it is to be born from a legacy that's war, and how do we communicate across that chasm, being first generation and second generation, and just finding that language together. So today we had a huge discussion about what it is to do intergenerational art. Can be theatre, dance. Mine's from a theatre background, so I was just talking a lot about how we've come about with the play, how we've tried to reach out to the first generation through this play, through A Dream from a Bombshell, through to the community centres. What that is to try and bridge that gap between them, and then we were being interviewed about sort of our process and how we came about to make these stories. It was a really interesting discussion actually, because it's really interesting to share your process. Like mine was very different to Yang Mei's. We started with an oral history project, so we interviewed a lot of our got a lot of our stories through verbatim and then brought that into a show, but then there was also a personal element for myself, whereas Yang Mei came from a much more personal story. So it's just about exploring that today and sharing that with you. I've been working on this show for 4 years, so I'm so honoured to have an Arts Council grant that can really fulfil this potential of this show. I can really see it coming together. It's amazing to see the props coming in, the costumes coming in. Absolute joy working with everyone on the team. That's what's been absolutely amazing to me, the process itself. Even more so actually working with the Vietnamese community in New Cross and Lambeth. That has never happened before. It's so difficult. They're notoriously difficult to get to the theatre, and now we have a handful of them, which is amazing, that are going to come and see this show. So that's a real blessing. Challenges, I think one of the challenges would be, so we decided to cross-cast because we didn't want to fall into the stereotypes of it being an Asian play, so having only Asian actors. We've actually got a mixed ensemble, so there's one Jamaican girl and there's one girl which is just British, also playing a Vietnamese character. So we kind of had to really sensitively work around that and to sort of make that fit and look right, because the message we're trying to also put out is, why can't a black actor play a Vietnamese character, and to break those stereotypes in the acting world as well. So A Dream from a Bombshell is opening on the 9th of October and runs to the 17th in Deptford Lounge. You can book at the Albany Theatre. You can just ring their box office or go online. Tickets are £8 for concession and £10 for adults. If you're first generation Vietnamese, then you can come for free on the Monday the 13th. So get your tickets now. It's going to be a piece that you've never seen before, because we don't usually explore the Vietnamese story, so we hope you enjoy it.